Right, and we are live. So this will be the start of the recording, as well as obviously the start of the webinar. So welcome everybody to a first for Discovering Disruptors. It's a live webinar. We've done obviously plenty of interviews before, including one with Elia from Incoplax. So Elia, welcome to this first.
Hello, thank you very much.
And the purpose of the webinar, obviously, we're going to be running through the Incoplax platform, and then people can ask questions as we go through. What I ask is anyone joining, if you can have your microphone on mute and then put questions into chat, and then I'll ask them to Ilya as we're going through, and try and keep them kind of as close to which you ask them as possible, and then save some for the end as well if necessary. So I just need to double check if we've got other people coming in, because we've only just started, only just caught 5 o'clock there. Yeah, so we're probably a minute or so too early. They're my fault. So Ilya, before we start looking at the platform, then one of the things you put on your introductory message on Gaia, you're an Ironman. So how many Ironman events have you completed now?
I have completed about 10 or maybe 11 half Ironmans. I have never done full Ironman because I think more than 10 hours is quite quite long distance. That's why I'm focused on half Ironmans, and usually I combine half Ironmans with family traveling because
Right.
there are many races all around the world, and we
Yeah.
usually choose one or two per year for explore some new countries with my wife and my kids.
So what sort of countries have you visited and completed the half Ironmans in so far?
Now I live in Portugal, so Portuguese half Ironman is my home race, home start,
Right.
and we also have been in Valencia in Spain, in Luxembourg. It is very interesting race in Luxembourg because we have a swimming part in the river in Germany. Then
Ah,
we have bike road in French mountains, and then running course in Luxembourg.
wow.
So in 6 hours, I have chance to visit three countries.
Nice. Yeah, the beauty of like Europe and the EU. We won't get onto that. We won't get onto that. Right, our audience are joining now as we're going along. So, Ilya, I'll let you kick off then. Let's take a look at this Incoplax platform. And as I said, I've got the chat open, so microphones on mute. Everybody, please, in the audience. Questions in there. I'm going to keep my eye on that and shut up and let Ilya do his thing. But I will ask the questions on your behalf as we go through, and we can do open questions at the end, perhaps. So, yeah, Ilya, over to you.
Hello again, my name is Ilya. Thank you very much for joining us today. I hope this event will not be boring and maybe even interesting and useful. And thank you very much, James, for the invitation, building our community and hosting. First of all, I would like to tell some words about Incoplax. This is our new all-in-one platform for building contact center, CX, and other unified communications solutions for business. All in one here means that we can handle all most important tasks from one box without integrating several different solutions. Meanwhile, we have comprehensive REST API and can easily manage any kind of integration as well. Let me share the screen and show you some most important features of the Incoplax platform. I hope you can see my screen.
We can, Ilya, yes.
So after logging in, we are on the desktop and we can see several applications depending on our roles and permissions. The platform is multi-domain or multi-tenant, so we can easily switch between independent domains or data spaces. These can be branches of one big enterprise or independent companies for cloud deployment on the same infrastructure. From the same window and the same web interface, we can and we have access to all platform functions Let's check the most important. First of all, PBX settings. Here we have a numbering plan, telecom providers, two-level call routing, and a lot of things. Here we also can manage record rules and storage settings. And we also have no-code IVR designer. So any voice bot, extended routing, and self-service machines can be developed by this no-code designer. Next part of our platform is omni-channel contact center, call distribution queues for voice calls, chat dialogues, and email messages. Here we have skill-based routing, call cards, external or internal, state scripts for additional flexibility, and so on. Next part is outbound campaigns or outbound dialer. We have a lot of different kinds of campaigns: manual, preview, progressive, predictive, or IVR based. In the case of predictive dialer, we can easily adjust dynamic predictive coefficient mode, and we can assure our agents will have enough calls for agent idle time percent or for abandoned calls rate. Our predictive dialer can work with any sized call lists, with a lot of phone numbers, with time zones, etc. And we also have repeat rules, time of dialing, CPD, events and scenarios for additional flexibility, and so on. The next and maybe most important thing of contact center is reporting and dashboards. We have more than 200 reports from the box and flexible builder tools for customizations and new reports development. On the main dashboard on the screen now, we can see calls, queues, and agents for the moment, for last hour, day, and month. We can click anywhere and go deeper to open, for example, queue summary. And also we can open any report, for example, finished conversations from the toolbox on the left side. And here we can explore what's happening and even listen any conversation or send it to quality management system. Agent app has integrated WebRTC-based web phone, but meanwhile, our agents can work with external soft phones or with hardware IP phones. Agents also have CTI panel with agent state, dialer, toolbox with some tools, and call card, which can be internal or external. Then,
sorry,
yeah.
Ilya, just while you're just to cut in there with a question. So Ian was asking what part of the market is the product aimed at, and what's the typical size of customer?
We have a very huge target audience. We can deploy contact center for dozens of agents. Meanwhile, we can deploy contact center for hundreds or even thousands of agents. Because of our architecture, I will speak about it a little bit later. All the platform can be deployed on one single server, or we can build very big failover tolerant or maybe even distributed cluster for assure very high availability.
And what's just so we get some specifics around that, rough idea of what the largest deployment to date has been in terms of agent numbers?
For now, we are a very young solution. So we have several pre-sale projects, some of them with hard load testing for thousands of agents. And I believe after the deals, we will publish some success stories. For now, we can speak about 5 or 10,000 of agents in our lab.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Next part of our platform is low-code builder. Low-code builder allows us to add extra functionality to the platform. For example, here we have a one project class with name tickets, demo00 tickets. This class has 6 simple fields and allows us to implement minimalistic ticketing system. Let's check it how it works from our desktop. On the desktop, we have one new solution, application project tickets. It isn't included in the box because it's created here from Builder. When we open this up, we see all the functionality of Agent Workspace, plus one more table tickets with 6 fields, table of current tickets. We can open card, fill any fields, and we even can go through mini workflow and change states of our tickets by action buttons. Speaking about contact centers, we have not only core call handling tools by agents or scenarios, but also secondary supporting modules. KMS for building knowledge base, LMS for agents learning, WFM for scheduling our agents, and QM for evaluating service quality. For example, this is a WFM profiles chart. We can build load profile based on formulas or historical data and our expectations for future periods. Then we can compare our agents' timetables with red and green indications. Everything goes good or not so good. Then we have QM app, and we can see tasks, interactions for listening, and with any kind of customizable checklists. For example, one of QM tasks is here. We see interaction, we can listen, and we can fill some points of our form. We can calculate overall score and build some reports. For sure, we have a wide support of AI. We are using AI and speech technologies and large language models, not only online during the calls, for example, for agent copilots, and even offline for calls exploring. For example, here in QM, we can transcribe recorded data and then execute LLM prompts and queries based on texts of our interactions. And we can build not only classic voice and chatbots, but also more efficient and intelligent AI assistants, for example, in the queue when our customer is waiting. And now some boring words about our technologies. We have a very modern technology stack based on Erlang by Ericsson and the Node.js and the JavaScript. We use microservice architecture, so we can build very large systems with any level of failover tolerance. If one server fails, another one will immediately handle all tasks and calls, so our agents, customers, and supervisors don't feel any troubles. Only admins will receive some notifications and maybe have to break their coffee break and start to work. Incoplax can be deployed anywhere on public cloud, or on private cloud, or even on premises, because we don't use any specific cloud features. Meanwhile, all our applications are web-based, and WebRTC-based soft phone can be used without any additional software installations. That's why we are proud that we can be deployed anywhere and handle any load. So this is very brief overview of our features and possibilities.
If
For sure, we can dig deeper and speak about more detailed cases. I will be
yeah,
glad to listen for your feedback. What do you think about our product? Maybe you already have some ideas of implementation or collaboration, and For sure, I will be glad to answer any
Just,
questions
just
technically
before anyone
or
does
not.
jump in, if I can ask, if you can type questions into chat, if you directly want to ask something longer form, just put that into chat, and then I'll bring you on. Ilya, we had a question that came in just a couple of minutes ago, just while you were talking on something else. What's your current route to market for Incoplax? Are you going direct, or are you going through channels?
In terms of business model, we believe that system integrators have much more experience in industries and domains. That's why we don't go to the market to customers directly, and we prefer to use B2B2B business model. So we provide our partners with licenses and with fourth level of support. And we are now finding for partners anywhere all around the world for make first implementations.
And another question, nice positive compliment, but someone saying it looks really good. What about integration to CRM platforms?
We have a very huge REST API. Everything we can do from our apps, we can also do by backend by REST queries. It can be web services or WebSockets with real-time subscriptions. So we can build any kind of integration outside or inside. For example, MVP of CRM and the contact center integration means that we can implement click to call feature in the CRM. As for click to call, we can even call one web request from anywhere to Incoplax, and the call will happen. First of all, we will call customer and then connect to our user, or vice versa. We can call our agent and then connect to the customer. And after this call will finish, we can send link with recording or even text data to any external system like CRM. For now, we don't have a lot of ready connectors, but we are sure that we can integrate with any CRM system in several days. So we can do it by a real project almost immediately.
Fantastic. Another question. So for the basic platform, the basic Incoplax platform, what's the approximate cost per agent?
It depends on the model because we have two price models based on year subscription, and we have as air companies have almost always econom, business, and comfort classes. We also have three columns of our functionality: basic, extended, and professional.
Okay.
And also we have a very complex licensing model for big solutions with failover tolerant models. But in general, we can assure that about 100 euros or dollars can cost one agent of contact center.
That's per
And
month.
then it depends on the features, on size, on the model, etc.
And sorry, was that a monthly amount?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, fine. And then if you're looking at the market, who do you see as your competitors for Incoplax?
Usually we have a lot of, not a lot of, we have several well-known players like Cisco, Avaya, and Genesys. For sure, we respect them, and we have about 25 years of experience in this domain, despite we are very young solution. And we see that big players are well known, but at the same time, they are very expensive and not enough flexible. And for now, a lot of customers are looking for some new solutions, disruptors, as you call us.
Yeah.
And that's why we think that we have confidence that we can really stand out on the global CX market, because big players are too big, and for example, AI features can be implemented in new solutions much more effective than integrated to old ones.
Another question. So it's in-app calling over WebRTC, is it?
Yes, we can use WebRTC for web phones, can handle calls, audio or video, but at the same time we can use classical SIP of version 2, so agents can work with the hardware IP phones on the table. We support almost all IP phone vendors, and also our agents can use classical soft phone apps if they don't want, by some reasons, to use WebRTC based in web browsers.
And
So
a
the
question from me: if you've got
CTI panel on the top of agent workplace always have dialer, and this dialer can handle calls directly to integrated web phones as here, or this dialer can manage hardware phones on the table.
Brilliant, thank you. And a question from me. So if consultants listening, watching this are thinking, okay, where are the Incoplax team based? What sort of support will I get if I bring them in to an RFP that I'm looking at, bring them into a customer? Can you tell us a little about the company and what kind of support partners might get from you?
Our company is distributed. We have some people in Portugal, and I also live in Portugal now, and our company is registered in Portugal. We also have some engineers and software developers in Serbia, and even in Indonesia. So as for support, we prefer that according to our model, our partners will ensure support level 1 and 2, and we will provide all necessary information and teach our partners, and for sure we will take support levels 3 and 4.
Okay. Another question as well from the audience. So does the solution support multiple languages for speech recognition, and are Nordic languages supported if so?
Sure, we are not developers of speech technologies. We can integrate with some external services, for example, Azure or something else. The same thing for large language models. We can integrate with cloud or on-premises LLMs, and our user interface also can be easily translated into any language, even if we have a right to left model. We had some experiments, and we are ready to translate all our applications to any language of the world.
But specifically at the moment, have you done anything around the Nordic languages? Do you know?
For now, no, but I think we can go deeper and give more exact answer.
Sure. So you're looking really from this, I guess, for consultants to approach you with new problems, new challenges. And what I'm hearing from you is that the team are very receptive. And as you said, one of your advantages, you think, of Incoplax over some of those larger vendors is flexibility as well.
Sure.
Okay, excellent. Is there anything else you'd want to show us in more detail that you've just maybe perhaps glanced over, but you think is a real standout selling point of the platform?
I think we have already done overall brief overview. I can show any app about 1 hour because we have a lot of functionality. For example, we can open our predictive dialer and go deeper to the settings. Here we have predictive mode. Then we can tell system that maximum trunk count is 1000. We want to have no more than 50 calls per second. We have dynamic determined by goal function predictive mode. starting coefficient, let it be 3. It means that we will have 3 calls for each free agent. And then we can tell system that in range from 1 to 5, it should arrange our coefficient step by step for the goal function of agent idle time percent about 20. If we don't want 20, we can make it 5, for example, and the system will call our call list more and more efficient. Next step, this is our call list. It can be any structure of any table, and we can even add some fields from here. We can load all call list, the whole table on the start. If it contains no more than, let's say, 50,000 of records. If we have a larger call list, we recommend to use background mode or moving window. It means that we can start our campaign and immediately in the same second we will get first calls. And all the data will be loaded step by step by moving window or in background mode. And one very important thing, we can manage our call list from internal system or by external REST API queries during the campaign. And all data will be handled with real-time subscription. So we don't have some old style caches on server, and we don't say that all the data will be processed as it was loaded. Any option of campaign or any field of our call list can be changed anytime, and it will be considered immediately.
Brilliant. We've had a specific request to have a little look at the agent desktop again, please.
Agent desktop, sure, we can find it here.
Can you show us around some of the functionality on that for a couple of minutes? That'd be great.
The most important thing of agent desktop is call card. That's why we can even close our toolbox, and we have toolbox on the left side, CTI panel on the top side with agent state, with dialer and some states of our calls and queues. And the most important part of the desktop is call card. Call card can be internal, simple card as we see now, with some fields our agent can edit during the call and save. From here, agent can schedule a call to the same or another phone number for a given time, max time, and choose the time zone. From here, our agent can change the result of the call. For example, it was success as for dialer, but for example, if human said agent that it's for wrong number or it is necessary to call later, agent can handle all of this here. Or for example, if we are integrated with external CRM system, we can open any external call card here in iframe, or we can use our call script designer for help agent to handle calls with efficient with some workflow. Any kind of this data can be opened as a call card, and also agent has a lot of functionality: calls history, email messages, post boxes, dialogues, queues, interactions. Here we have also integration with our knowledge base and learning system. Agent can see his trainings, lessons, permits, skills, change his parameters, etc. Everything from the same window.
So single pane of glass, basically.
Yes.
And did you mention you've got sort of agentic AI, functionality as well with the platform?
Yes, sure.
Can we take a brief look at that again?
The same way we can use speech technologies, ISR or TTS, in our IVR scripts, for example, and we can use a lot of approaches for building agentic scripts. The first is we can recognize free speech and we can extract intent, and then we can, as in this case, we can go to one or second branch of our algorithmic script. In other approach, we can connect our customer to AI system directly, and everything will be handled only by one prompt. And of course, we can combine these two approaches. Some of cases we can handle by AI. Sometimes when we see that, for example, customer needs to be connected to our agent, we can step to this case. And also we can, for example, our voice assistant can greet a customer waiting in a queue and tell him something like, hello, you are holding in the queue. Estimated waiting times is 15 minutes. I'm a smart assistant. You can tell me something about your question. I will try to help you right now, or at least I will pass all of your information to the next available agent so they can assist you faster. If the question is simple, the bot can handle it immediately. If it's more complex, the bot can gather all the information. Then we can pre-fill the agent's interface, and the human agent can just straight into checking and helping. It can be as a continued inbound call, or we can schedule callback and call our customer when the agent will be idle and ready. So we think in this case that the first thing that AI should help our agents, not to try to finally replace them.
Sure. Brilliant. Um, I think we might have answered all the questions from chat. There's a little bit of chat. No, that's it. We are all good from chat by the look of it. Then I know there's some people that have been watching, but they're quite quietly absorbing and taking it all in, which is great. And I'm sure there'll be people watching this after the fact as well that couldn't make it live today. If people are looking for pricing details, they can just reach out to you directly, and you're on Gaia, of course, so they'll be able to find you on there, message you on there via either this event or I'll make sure that you're included in the comments, or perhaps you can comment when the recording of this video goes live, and then people can reach out for you for more specific pricing information and follow-up details as well. Is there anything you wanted to sort of leave us with, Ilya?
Sure, I will be always glad to answer any kind of question, easy or not very easy. As a conclusion, I can say that we are ready for any kind of competitions. We can prove by load testing or functional demo that Incoplax can really stand out on the global CX market. We are young, we are highly technical, flexible, and we are ready for challenges customers will bring to us. So welcome, and let's continue our partnerships.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for your time this afternoon, Ilya, and running us through this. As I say, this demo will remain available on Gaia for anyone that wants to watch it. As Ilya says, please reach out to him. Other than that, thank you everybody for attending, and we'll see you in another webinar soon. Thank you, Ilya.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.